Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back. It's your boy Cool Rob, cooler than cool, cooler than the most, cooler than the other side of the pillow. Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk with Cool Rob with my boy Mel Pink and Fly Guy Ray. Thank you so much for all the love and support out there. It's touching the soul. When soul is touching the beautiful things, so keep it coming. Don't forget to subscribe to Cool Rob TV, all caps, comments like this, like engage with me and engage with us. Because we're always looking for new people to come on the show. I got the headset on, y'all. Like I said, man, I feel like I'm about to call a defensive play today. But anyway, get to the fellas. Fellas, what's up? It's Saturday. Fly Guy Ray, what's good?
It's the NFC divisional game in Lambeau. You know what I'm saying? This is a Green Bay Saturday. That's what it is, man. What's going on?
Hey, what's up with you, bro? That's why I started with you first, man. Your team's still in it. We're going to get to me and Mills' team a little bit later, man. But, man, I'm doing good, brother. Thanks for taking time out your day to come back.
Glad to be here.
Man. My boy Mel Pink, what's up, brother?
Hey, you know it, man. I can't call it, brother. Just sitting back in the cut, man. About to go enjoy this good Saturday. Unfortunately, you know, won't be watching my team.
Won't be watching mine either, man. We're going to dive into that right away, man. Everything good?
Man, everything kosher, man. You know, getting things in order. But, you know, feeling good. Got a little bit of stress off my back.
What's up, bro? Glad everything working out for you. You know, I'm here for you. I'm here for you too, Fly Guy Ray. I've been trying to get Fly Guy Ray y'all to come over for the last 3-4 weeks. He will not come chill with me, y'all. Chill with your man. I'm your man. Come chill with me, man.
I ain't been in the area.
Okay, all right, bet. I'm gonna have to come out there then, man. I'm on my way to Arnold. Let's get it started, y'all. I'm gonna jump right into it, man. Final score: NFC wildcard. Football team 23, Tampa Bay 31. Jump right into it, Mel. You take over. Thoughts on the game?
Worst defensive play of the season. Defense didn't come out there, man. It was either that or Tom Brady just knew what to do. You know, Jack Del Rio's defense against Tom Brady now is 1-10. So, what can I say, man? Proud to make it there. We did make it a hell of a game. A lot of questions to be answered. A lot of who's going to be here and who's going to come here. So, what can I say? I'm ecstatic about this season. I can't be mad. You know, NFC champions had a playoff game against the great Tom Brady. We had a chance to win. But unfortunately, you know, little mistakes here, little mistakes there. And the defense really didn't show up this game. They were lackadaisical, you could say. But what can I say, man? Hey, hell of a year for us. I thought we would be like, stop talking about skins back. I'm sorry, about the Washington team back in like week 7. So, you know, NFC champs, unfortunately, we ain't make it to the next round, but looking towards next season.
So let's dive a little bit more into it before I get to Fly Guy Ray. And we watched the game together. Yeah, man, the defense, man, out of all the games that you cannot, you know what I'm saying, you give us a letdown. I even said before the game started, I said, man, the defense going to have to play out of their mind. They're going to have to step it up a notch. And they took it down a notch. I was very disappointed in the defense because that game was for the taking. If the defense would have just gave any type of effort they gave, let's say against the Dallas Cowboys, man, I think we could have stole that game, man. But
yeah, man. Like I said, certain things they fall our way, but hell of a play by unknown quarterback. Hey, what can I say, man? Hell of a game. They could have won it, but you know, the ball ain't tipped their way.
Another thing too, Tom Brady. He attacked our secondary. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But Fly Guy Ray, thoughts on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31, football team 23, NFC wildcard?
I mean, if you look at it, it's never called out the GOAT for a playoff game. That's to the rookie. So, Mr. Young was just that. His last name he was being young. Called out to go before a playoff game, got him riled up, and he came out there and scorched y'all and dropped 30 on you. So, Mr. Heineken did good for y'all, though. No, he he showed some spurts, man. I like how he was moving around in the pocket, extended plays. He was getting down there, man. You know, y'all just couldn't put points on the board. Couldn't sustain drives, man.
Once again, offense came back to harness at some points during the game. You're a little bit frozen too on your side, Fly Guy Ray. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, defense didn't step up. They torched our secondary. I think he threw for over 500-some yards, if I'm mistaken. Yeah. Offense, we look better than usual, you know, my opinion, but it wasn't enough to take out the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Final score, Tampa Bay 31, football team 23. That ends their season. Finished the year off at 7-10 if you add the playoff loss. But like I say, I would say, and I'm gonna give y'all a chance to answer this question: is things looking up or is it looking down in Washington? I believe up. Ray, you up or down?
Down.
Down.
It's down.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Can you explain why?
I mean, the offense. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep winning. You can't win games with the team that you got right now.
True.
The defense is good though, but the offense they got to pick it up.
Right about that. Looking up and looking down. Mel, I see your face. What you think about what Fly Guy said?
I can't listen to a guy that has Aaron Rodgers on his team. You can't come and tell me our team ain't looking up from a 3-11 year last year to where we are now. We missing pieces. Nobody didn't want to come here last year because they didn't know what to expect. You fill in a couple of blanks here and there. You know, you look out for this team. You get you a decent quarterback, a decent second wide receiver, a middle linebacker. The offensive line was pretty good. You just ain't have a good quarterback play. So, you know, in a couple of years, not even a couple of years, next year, if we make the right decisions, we're looking up. Because nobody expected us to do what we did today or this year. And the fact that if we would not play Trashkins, who knows what, you know, the team would have developed like. We put in one player from last week and you seen how the offense moved. But we don't got no receivers. We got one receiver. Rest of them are like got rubber on their hands. So saying they down, I mean, man, that's taking it from a guy that, you know, wins division most of the year.
Nah, can't never say our division that sorry, dog.
Dog, most of the time it's between the Vikings or Green Bay, and most of the time it's Green Bay.
Shoot, all the time it's Green Bay.
Because of their quarterback play. But, yeah, you know, we can agree to disagree. But
let's bring Green Bay to the NFC East.
Go to the NFC East, Green Bay a dog y'all every time, man. Y'all ain't got nobody over there.
No, you take Aaron Rodgers out, what do y'all got?
Oh, we losing.
Okay.
But we got a good coach, though. You know what I'm saying? So we will more games than y'all.
You got a good coach with Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers got my respect.
In Matt LaFleur's first two seasons, he's brought the Packers to 13-3 division titles, man.
With Aaron Rodgers, right?
That's good, though, for a rookie coach.
With Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Mike McCarthy do the same thing?
Well,
it's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, he is good, but you can't just keep putting it on Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean, the team as a whole has been good, too.
Aaron Rodgers.
I would love to be 13-3. I'll tell you that.
I would love to have Aaron Rodgers.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you something, man, real quick. If Aaron Rodgers was quarterback in the Washington football team that just played Tampa Bay last Saturday, where would you think we'll be at with Aaron Rodgers with this football team?
We would have won the division, probably 2 to 3 more wins. And the one thing, Rodgers would demand that you bring him some players in here. At the same time, he would change the quarterback culture as far as the offense. He would demand that you get some players in here that he could work with. And he's going to demand more out of his players.
So with our current wide receivers, our offense, and our structure with Scott Turner, you think Rodgers could quarterback us to 2-3 more wins?
Yes.
Probably could, but I
Yes.
don't think he'll have a say so as far as players to bring in because it ain't working in Green Bay. The only quarterback that never had a first round person at a skilled position to throw to in history.
That's why I would take him because what we have right now, shit, the sky's the limit.
Good stuff. Good way to open the show, fellas. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, real quick, Mel, at any point during the game, did you really think we was going to win? Because it seemed like to me that we were clawing ourselves back.
Honestly, no. No, because I believed in the offense and they were getting themselves together, but the defense, they just allowed a lot, man, that they shouldn't have, especially in the running game. You know, okay, go ahead and let Tom Brady carve you up, but you had Leonard Fournette looking like rookie Leonard Fournette out there. So, like I said, that line this year, some of the Bama boys, man, we gotta make a decision. Jonathan Allen or Deron Payne, somebody got to be trade bait because right now they don't stop the run up the middle.
Right. Not on a consistent basis.
Would you blame them or would you blame the inside linebackers, though?
That too. I can say we had poor linebacker play. I will say Holcomb he's there, here and there, but we need to definitely upgrade at linebacker. So if that's the case, then, but I would still use trade bait as for one of them Bama boys because we still got a deep line, and eventually you wanted to pay our money to one of them, so get them right now while you could trade them.
And another thing to remember, we were missing Ioannidis too. So imagine if he was there.
Yeah.
Ray, do you think we had any chance to win this game? Because it seemed like to me we were clawing back.
I had y'all scoring the upset if Alex Smith played, but when he didn't play and they put the Heineken kid in there, I pretty much took y'all out the equation. I never gave y'all a shot. But
well, that leads us to the next question. You already answered, Mel. If Alex was quarterback in the game, did you think we would have won that game?
I think we would have lost by more. I think we wouldn't have put up no points. Yes. Tell me. Look through all the games what have Alex Smith did to win a game? He managed a game.
Alex, that's all he got to do with that defense. Just manage down there and score at least. I don't care if you put 3 points on the board.
The defense, if the defense playing like shit, what is Alex going to do when he come in playing like shit? You know, we had more rushing yards by a damn quarterback in the playoffs than we had all season. Do you think Alex Smith would have did that one goddamn play that he did when he died for the end zone?
Probably would have. You never know.
No. What Alex Smith are you talking about? The Kansas City one? Not this one. Was a half a play.
The Alex Smith in San Francisco?
Hey, I appreciate what Alex Smith did for us, but your time is up. Become a coach. Become a player's coach at this point. Because I was excited when I heard Heineke was coming in. Because Alex Smith, besides that Detroit game, has not put up over 200 yards a game. Maybe once. With an interception. He played no better than Dwayne Haskins. To be honest. I mean, you tell me what game. The highlight game he had was Pittsburgh. With a win. But the number one defense that was missing a lot of players, and at the end you seen they were nothing. But at the same time, I'm glad Heineke was in there. I think he did give us the best chance to win.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with. I think we probably would have lost. I would say this: if Alex was in the game, maybe 1 or 2 plays he may could completed a pass or 2, but I don't know if that would have been enough for us to win the game because the defense didn't step up. So, man, good stuff right there, fellas. We are rolling. All right, here we go. We'll throw some stats out there. Here we go. You know I'm a statistic guy. 4th overall in defense. Talk about the Washington football team. 15th against the run, 7th against the pass. If I'm correct in my research. I was listening to my boy Kevin Sheehan I will not say where he's from. They're competitors. My boy Kevin Sheehan, he was discussing with fans about the Washington football team being elite. Kevin Sheehan said the defense is not elite. Some fans believe the defense is elite. 4th overall, 15th against the run, 7th against the pass. Ray, is that an elite defense you saw last Saturday, and with these stats? Is that an elite defense?
No.
Try.
Not after what Brady did to him, but prior to that game, though, they Pro Football Focus had them ranked as a top 5 defense. So they are a legit defense. They just didn't play like it that weekend.
4th overall, 15th against the run, 7th against the pass. Male, is the Washington football team an elite defense?
They're getting there. I wouldn't say no. They're better than years past. Mm-hmm. There's potential, and they're still missing pieces. So right now, I would say no. I think it's a facade. You got to see who they were playing.
I'm going to say no because of our secondary. You can't be an elite defense with a secondary, but statistic-wise, it says 7th against the pass, but you saw what happened Saturday night. So we're on our way, though. We're on our way. All right, here we go. Thoughts on Taylor Heineken. Ray, just overall thoughts on Heineken himself.
I mean, he looked good in spurts. So I got to see more Heineken. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for the time he was out there, he looked all right. You know what I'm saying? He showed some flashes. I don't know if he's going to be the starter, the answer quarterback, but, I mean, I guess you give him a shot next year so you can get the starting job.
Mel, thoughts on Taylor Heineken?
He was good. I mean, he did a lot more than we have seen in this season from a quarterback and opening up Scott Turner's offense. He showed us if we had a quarterback that was mobile, what our offense can do. If he had better receiver play, because there was a lot of balls dropped that game. Who knows? He had the best quarterback rating of that weekend, even in a loss to Brady, better than Brady. So the interception, that wasn't his fault. It was a tip pass right into a hand. So my fault he is short, and you are going to get a lot of tip passes. I would love for him to stay and be a backup, but we still need a quarterback of the future. He's not, set in stone.
Which leads me to my next question. I think you already answered. Some fans are calling for Heineken to start next year. And so my question, I think you already answered, is Taylor Heineken the future quarterback for the Washington football team?
If they will go with him, he will be a Band-Aid, but no. Mm-hmm. It will be like if you can't get what you want in the draft or you can't get what you want in free agency, maybe you could roll with him, but I think teams will be more prepared for him next year if he ends up being the starter. So, no, still no at this point.
Fly Guy Ray, is Heineken the quarterback of the future?
I'm not going to say all that just because of one game, but at least he's got playoff experience now. But I would say pick up Cam Newton in free agency, man. Him and Riverboat Ron.
Well, everybody's talking about some Cam Newton. Newton, I don't want no Cam Newton. After this season, I don't want him to come and try to resurrect his career over in Washington. I will take Alex Smith. I would take Matt Stafford any day over Cam Newton.
I would take Marcus Mariota over Cam Newton.
Won't you take him over in Cam Newton down in Green Bay?
But we don't need him because we got Jordan Love.
There you go. Cam Newton, man. I don't want no Cam Newton. Maybe last year if we would have got him before the season started, but not now.
Nah.
Yeah. All right, man. Another good question. Are you bringing back Ryan Kerrigan? Great.
Try.
Ray, you bringing back Ryan Kerrigan?
If he's not talking crazy, I think you should because he's been a great addition to the team. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he hasn't really been a game changer like he used to be.
Oh, he ain't been a game changer for like 5 years.
I'm saying, so right? Take a pay cut.
Well, I'll tell you right now, he ain't taking no pay cut. He talking about he wants starting money and he wants to start. Mel, are you keeping Ryan Kerrigan?
No.
Not for a veteran presence?
I think the team got enough of his veteran presence this year.
That's right.
The two ends that we have now are elite. They're grown. They took enough that they had from him, and that's $11 million we could save next year. And I mean, Kerrigan let him go. He want to start. So I mean, we should have traded him, but everybody want to be loyal these days. So yeah, now Kerrigan, you can roll out.
Well, you already answered this, Mel, and I had this as my answer. The question is, are you bringing back Alex Smith? I was going to say coach. You said coach. Ray, are you bringing back Alex Smith next year on the Washington football team?
I mean, that might have to be the only option if there's nothing else out there. So you just gonna start Taylor Heineke with nobody else? That's a bad look.
Mel, I see your face. You wanna any thoughts on what Ray just said?
Dog, we got a rack of money for this year, as far as to go get us a free agent. Before we start Alex Smith and pay him $21 million with a half a calf, you better take that, cut his ass, tell him, yo, you want to be a coach if you want to stay in the league,
right?
Or you could go elsewhere, man. I'm not paying you $21 million. You half a man right now. You got half a calf right now. So no, I got it. We got enough money to go out there and go pick up somebody that could put up better numbers. If that's the case, I'll keep Heineke.
I almost forgot to ask you the question, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. If Kyle Allen was quarterbacking last Saturday, would we have won that game, Fly Guy Ray?
No.
I don't think so
Ain't no
either.
better than Taylor Heineke, man.
There you go. Fly Guy Ray, I already said your name. Mel Pink, if Kyle Allen was quarterbacking last Saturday, would we have won that game?
I don't think we would have made the playoffs. That's all I got to say about that.
And the bonus question, if Dwayne Haskins was quarterbacking that last Saturday, what would have been the final score?
Final score 56, Tampa, 0, Washington.
I say 31-10, Tampa Bay over Washington. Mel, what you would say if Haskins was quarterbacking last Saturday?
Yeah, 31. Yeah, 31-10. I'll go with that. I think they would have defense would have held them at least to 31, and they would have got a defensive touchdown and shit. So, yeah, man, and half of the team would have caught COVID before the game.
Speaking of quarterbacks, some experts around the league believe the Washington football team is a quarterback away from seriously contending in the NFC. Fly Guy Ray, are you drafting a quarterback? Are you going after one, a free agent? Or are you trading for a quarterback if you was the GM in Washington?
I would trade for a quarterback. Hey, Deshaun Watson's out there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can go and get Deshaun. You know what I'm saying? Or try to go for Justin Fields in the draft because I don't think he's going to get picked up early on in the round.
You are talking my language. You know what I'm saying? I love Deshaun Watson. Man, if we get Justin Fields, I'll be on that bandwagon from day one. I love me some Justin Fields, man. All right, Mel.
One of those guys, I think y'all will be legit.
Mel, you the GM. You the owner. Are you drafting a quarterback? Are you trading for one, or are you going after one in free agents?
It all depends on how aggressive you want to be and how the draft falls. Because, like I said, yeah, we would love some Justin Fields, some Trey Lance. Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence. I think that is Trevor Lawrence. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, but Watson, I'm giving you about 2 first-rounders. I'm trading you like a player. I'm giving you what you need to get. I'm all in for Deshaun Watson. So, you know, I would love for him to get over here. I give up the farm. You did it for RG3.
So 2 first-rounders will mean one this year and one next year.
One, give up your 19th. Give up one next year and possibly a second this year, and a player. That's why I say one of those linemen. We got three third rounders this year.
Okay.
You will fill that hole at quarterback with Deshaun Watson. Your line is already okay. It's pretty established with Lucas and everybody. You might could pick up a lineman in free agency. And Watson's contract is not that bad for a quarterback in this league, top 5 quarterback. So yeah, I'll give up the farm to get him right now.
If I was working the phones, if I'm the GM, I would give 2 first-round picks, one this year, one next year, a third rounder since we got 3, and maybe a 5th rounder down the line. That should be enough right there to please Houston. Send them on over. But hey, who am I? All right, man. So Fly Guy Ray, Mel Pink, get your bags. Let's go around the NFL. Let's just go around the NFL real quick. Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles fired Doug Peterson. Now, I believe this is coming off the backlash he received for pretty much giving the game away to Washington, last game of the year, to position himself better in the draft. Eagles fired him after 5 seasons, Super Bowl win. Thoughts on Doug Peterson being fired, Fly Guy Ray?
I'm thinking 2 things, man. One, I'm thinking he the fall guy in the organization. He just a scapegoat for somebody else mess up. And then 2, it's just like it's the Eagles. They've been doing dirt for so long, man. They literally just showed you to your face that they are willing to pretty much sell out and lose a game on purpose. So. And, you had the Carson Wentz situation, the Jalen Hurts situation, man, which just was a debacle.
Yeah, wasn't managed right. All right, Mel, going around the NFL, and, this has directly affected us. What's your thoughts on Dougie Peterson being fired down in Philly?
I give a damn what he did. I'm glad they did. Man, the word on the street, I heard they might hire Adam Gates.
Hey,
man. No, even worse.
I was about to say, I did hear that. They fire Adam Gates, man. We're going to have a party. We're going to party like it's 1999 when Adam Gates comes to the NFC.
But, they I guess they just think they got the heavy, controversy from him just giving up the game. So, his job was on the line. It was between him or Carson Wentz.
Reports down in Philly, after that game against Washington, some players were really upset and was almost approaching Doug Peterson. So, all right, here we go. We talked about this last week, and it's official. Urban Meyer is coming out of retirement. He is officially the head coach and down in Jacksonville Jaguars. I thought I would never be able to say that again this year. Mel, thoughts on Urban Meyer coming out of retirement to coach the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I don't believe in that, man. I give him about 2 years, and he's gonna have a heart problem or some type of medical problem to get out of that contract when they're not winning. I mean, you tell me, where's Urban Meyer did without Tebow? You tell me what has Urban Meyer did. I mean, have he won a national championship with Ohio State?
Yeah, he won one.
One?
He won one his first year.
Okay. Took over somebody else's team that was already stacked. So, all the best for the Jaguars, but at the same time, I don't think he's gonna execute like that, man. I think he's gonna grab that money and he's gonna roll out.
Fly Guy Ray, thoughts on Urban Meyer becoming the head coach down in Jacksonville?
Great opportunity for him, you know what I'm saying? He's already coming to a team that's already built up, as Mel mentioned. So you got the hottest job in the NFL, man. You got a team that's already built up. You coming in with 11 top picks in the draft. So he he can ball out, man. This could be his year where, shock the world and do something with them Jaguars, man.
Interested to see what he's gonna do because he the ball is in his court. He could draft Trevor Lawrence like everybody think they're gonna do. He could draft Justin Fields, or he can go after a quarterback that he's very familiar with in Dwayne Haskins.
Twice.
And trade the number 1 pick. So, Jacksonville, man, I'm gonna keep my eyes on them Jaguars. All right, man. Well, Mel, we can't really talk about keys to victory no more because we don't have a season. But I got something for you. But I'm gonna start off with Fly Guy Ray. Keys to victory for the Pack to beat the Los Angeles Rams.
Score fast. You know what I'm saying? Get that ball out quick because Aaron Donald is going to be a monster today, Jack. My goodness. And we don't have our left tackle, David Bakhtiari, since he's out for the year with a torn ACL. So that's going to be more pressure on that blind side. Get the ball out quick. Don't turn the ball over. And hopefully our defense can contain, the offense on the Rams side of the ball.
Stuff right there. Mel, keys to victory for the Ravens to upset the Buffalo Bills.
Lamar Jackson show up. Buffalo, they put up points, so score with them if your defense can't hold them down. But, yeah, man, this is Lamar Jackson's time to shine right now, man. Samuel Jackson Jr., definitely he got to come out there and have the best performance of his NFL career.
Good stuff right there. All right, here we go. Live from Lambeau Field. I know it's cold down there tonight. We got a division game going on in Lambeau. Fly Guy Ray, give us your Green Bay Packers report heading into tonight's game.
Well,
Rams.
Defensive lineman Kingsley Key out with a concussion, so he will not play today. The weather out in Green Bay is about 34 degrees. It ain't Green Bay cold, but it's cold enough for the Rams. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
All right, Mel, got something for you because, like I said, our season is over. But any news coming out of Washington?
Right now, we're in the process of trying to hire a GM. With fans, everybody let's promote Kyle Smith to GM, and let's not lose another key person that helped the team this year like we have done in many years. Quote unquote, the coach with Green Bay right now. He was on our staff, and now he's with Green Bay. And not give him up. So right now, that's that. And what the big thing is right now with the GM situation and what we're gonna do far as the quarterback situation in the future.
Good stuff right there, fellas. All right, man. Good way to end that portion of the show. We can jump right into it.
Cool.
Yo.
This game right here between the Packers and the Rams is with two former assistant coaches for Washington, man, under Shanahan.
I didn't know that. Who are they?
Sean McVay and Matt LaFleur, man.
I forgot about McVay.
So y'all got somebody to root for.
Seems like a lot of the teams around the league always got some former players or coaches that came from Washington.
Yeah, man.
I probably would have changed that coach in Washington, man. If everybody would have stayed, kept their egos in check.
Good stuff right there, fellas. Now we get ready to jump into the playoff portion of the show. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. I'm going to jump right into it. It is popping up.
You just drunk the wine glass. You drinking out the wine glass.
Let me get everybody's faces on here. All right, here we go, y'all. NFL wildcard, AFC, NFC. We're going to jump over and go over it real quick. Bills 24, Bills 27, Coach 24. We all picked the Bills. Thoughts on this game, Mel?
Coach was going with too many risks. The coach. And the Bills, they came out there and they played a solid game. It was a good game. They were back and forth. So as you can see from the score, but I think the Colts gave that game away.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, coming off that the demolishing Miami, Colts was in this game, man. They could have won this game. Ray, what you think about this game? 27-24 Bills over Colts.
Phillip Rivers gave the game away.
Oh man, he did?
He gave the game away, man. He had a chance to go ahead and drive down the field late in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And he just couldn't get the job done, man. Phillip is just one of those guys, man, that just great regular season quarterback, but he don't show up in the postseason.
So what you doing next year? Is Phillip Rivers coming back to the Colts, or are you going with Jacoby Brissett, or are you going in another direction?
That's tough, man. I mean, everybody gonna be out there for Deshaun Watson, especially if this is true, and you know they're really trying to trade that man. I think they'll be in for the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. But if not, I guess their best bet is to go ahead and give him a cheap contract to stay for one more year, give it another go.
I say go with Jacoby Brissett. Mel, you bring it back, Phillip Rivers.
For maybe a 1 year. I think the coach did say he would like to do this again with Rivers if he do stay. I'd be damned if Houston is going to trade Watson to a division rival. Right. So if you ain't getting Dak Prescott or another big name quarterback, I mean, you bring Matt Stafford in. That's just like having Phillip Rivers. I feel as though so. Just a younger version. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They might as well go ahead and keep Rivers, or see if you can tell Andrew Luck to come on back.
I forgot about Mr. Luck. I would go with Jacoby Brissett. Good stuff right there. Moving down, Rams 30, Seahawks 23. Me and Mel picked the Seahawks. Fly guy Ray, because he's fly, picked the Rams. Thoughts on this game, Ray, since you was the only one that won this game?
It's just listen, man. Sean McVay has had peak number for a couple years now, man. I just knew this was a bad matchup for Russell, and it showed, man. I mean, that defense was all over Russell, man. I mean, like it was like he couldn't do nothing. Every time he dropped back to pass, man, Aaron Donald and them boys was in his face, man. So I knew that Sean McVay was gonna have this game.
Good way to go in another direction, because me and Mel picked Seahawks. I thought Seahawks was gonna win. Mel, thoughts on this game right here, Rams versus Seahawks?
Russell Wilson had too much good sex the night before with Sierra to have a good game. Defense. Rams defense. They came in attack. They knew what to do against Russell. They shut down Metcalf. I thought that Wilson and them was going to cook. They got cooked.
Sex with Sierra. All right, here we go. Moving down. Ravens 20, Tennessee 13. Me and Mel got this game right. Flag out Ray, who's been going with Tennessee all year, picked Tennessee. Mel, thoughts on this game?
This was the game the Ravens wanted. This is a game they had to come out there and they get some of that damn Tennessee, man. Shut down Derrick Henry. Your man Tannehill ain't show up. So yeah, man, Ravens had to do what they had to do, man. You couldn't go 0-2 against a team that kicked you out of the playoffs, beat you in the regular season, and now you back in the playoffs again in the same situation, and they're at their home. So that was a good win for the Ravens.
Like I Ray, how did Tennessee lose this game? I didn't keep in mind, I did not see any of this game. I saw a little bit of highlights. What happened, and did they really shut down Derrick Henry?
It's like Henry, the King just couldn't get nothing going, dog. He couldn't get moving. I'm talking 2-3 yards of carry, man, and they were stuffing him on nearly every try. And when they put the game in Tannehill's favor, put it on his back and let him try to win it, it just wasn't a good matchup, man. He didn't play horrible, but he wasn't great.
How many yards did Derrick Henry end up with in this game?
Not even 60 yards, bro.
49.
Yeah.
150.
49 yards.
Good job by the Ravens. Good job.
Yeah,
by the
shout
Ravens.
out to the Ravens, man. They played hard that game, man.
All right, moving along. Saints 21, Bears 9. Mel was the only one picked the Bears. Me and Ray picked the Saints. Ray, any thoughts on this game?
I mean, I just knew, come on, man. Drew Brees can't continue to stink it up at home in the postseason for another year. You know what I mean? And he proved me right, dog. You know what I'm saying? He did not lose this game. He came out there firing on all cylinders, man. And, you know, he was playoff Drew again.
Mel, thoughts on the Bears and Saints 21, Bears 9.
Saints defense took Trubisky in the game out of there, man. Shit. Saints ain't had to do too much, man. That defense was shutting their ass down. So, yeah, good win for the Saints. Let's see what they do against the next round.
Is it me or do the Bears remind me of Washington? It's just the same team. Good defense, average quarterback play.
Nah, it's Mitchell Trubisky.
Try.
Mitchell Trubisky, man. That's all. Everybody else everybody else does their job, but him.
If Nicky Foles was in that game, you think they would have beat the Saints?
Right.
That. It's because of Coach Matt Nagy, man. He's as bad as Dougie P. calling plays.
Get him out of there. Get the Nagy guy out of there. All right, Browns 48, Steelers 37. Let me see. I picked the Steelers. Ray picked the Steelers. Mel with a nice victory picked the Browns. So Mel, you go first. Thoughts on Browns knocking out the Steelers?
Browns wanted it more. Browns been on a hot streak. Browns already played the Steelers. They knew what to look for. Steelers are the fakest team since their Washington loss. So, yeah, man, look, we slept on the Browns all year, and Browns came out there. This game was done in the first quarter. You know, so that score don't even really register the game. That game was done in the first quarter. Roethlisberger looked old out there. Yeah, they did what they had to do. Pittsburgh talked shit before the game. Right. And the Steelers came out there. The Browns came out there and shitting in their face.
I got Ray, thoughts on the Browns knocking out the Steelers?
I'm still saying Baker Stankfield, man, because, you know, it wasn't him that won this game. It was the power behind Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. You know what I'm saying? But he threw some passes out his ass, though. You know, he didn't mess up. You know what I mean? So shout out to Baker and that Cleveland Browns team. They played good, man. So I can't say too much bad about them. Steelers, they just, like Mel said, man, they facade. You know what I'm saying? After y'all went ahead and beat them when they were 11-0, they just it was like a snowball effect rolling down the hill, man. Mm-hmm. The just inconsistencies. The holes on that team just started piling up.
And we already talked about this game, Tampa Bay 31, Washington 23. Before we move on, anybody got anything? Last words in this game?
Shout out to the refs. Shout out to the refs for, keeping time in the playoffs as well. You know, after analyzing that game, there was a lot of holding going on that wasn't called.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Chase Young. Don't call out the GOAT before the game.
Troy.
For a playoff game.
And shout out to Taylor Heineken, you son of a bee, for supporting Donald Trump.
What?
Y'all ain't hear about that? We're going to talk about that at the end. All right, so let's look at the records. Ray, once again, Fly Guy 4-2, Robin Mill 3-3. And here we go, y'all. Last but not least, let's move down to the division playoffs. As you can see, AFC, NFC, going to jump right into it. Ravens versus Bills. Mel, who you going with?
Ravens versus Bills. That's a good, tough game. I'm going to go with the Bills.
There you go. Mills going with the Bills. Ray, Ravens versus Bills. Who you going with?
I'm gonna go with the Ravens on this one.
All right. And Rob, I've been on the Bills bandwagon all season. I'm not gonna jump off now. I am going with the Bills. All right, it's moving on down. Those COVID-19 Cleveland Browns versus Super Bowl champ, defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. Ray, who you going with?
Gotta tell your man Kareem Hunt, man, to watch his mouth and stop calling out the champs. So I'm going with the Chiefs on this one.
Going with the Chiefs. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Go with the Chiefs. I'm going with the Chefs. On this one, Mel, you going with?
I'm doing a long shot. I'm calling it Browns. Yeah. Hey, look, I just watched a college game between Texas Tech and Oklahoma when both quarterbacks were playing each other, and Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield beat them. So, yeah, I'm gonna take Baker Stankfield on this one.
It's a good one right here. Tampa Bay versus the Saints. I'm gonna go and jump out. I'm gonna go with Tom Brady. I'm going Tom Brady. Tampa Bay. Mill, who you going with?
I'm going with TB12 and Antonio Brown.
There you go. Ray, who you going with?
Going with Terrific Tom all the way.
So we got 3 Tampas. So that means Breeze is on his way to retirement. I've heard some talks about Breeze possibly retiring after this season. And last but not least, man, here we go. It's a good game right here. Those Los Angeles Rams and their defense down in Green Bay against the Green Bay Packers. Mel, who you going with, and what's your final score?
Man, Green Bay done had a big. Is Donald playing this game? Because he was hurt the last game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, shocker, man. I'm going to go with the Rams.
Final score?
Final score, Rams 27, Green Bay 23.
You are going with the Rams on this one. Rob, man, I ain't picked against the Green Bay Packers all year. I'm going to change it today. Rams in a shocker, 31. Packers, 30. On Rams and Fly Guy Ray, take us home. Who you going with in your final score?
Going with the Packers in this one. Packers 30, Rams 17.
Definitely going with the Packers. And there you go, fellas. We have done it again. You are the MVP. Oh, man. Thank you so much, man, once again, for taking time out your busy schedules to come on the show. We are at the end. Any shout-outs? Mel.
Hey, shout out to everybody, man. Definitely check into everyone I mention every week. I don't got my notes right now, so I'm out of order. But shout out to everybody, man, and definitely, thanks for tuning in.
Fly Guy Ray, got any shout-outs?
Shout out to everybody that's tuning into the show. Shout out to you, Cool, for having us on here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you so much. Shout out to both of you guys. Like I just said, taking time to beat together to come on the show. Shout out to you, Ray, again for stepping in for Mel, and shout out for Mel for stepping in for you. And shout out to Terry Heineken. I just said it a couple seconds ago. You son of a B. You Trump supporter. He is a Trump supporter, y'all.
Try.
Right after the game, some stuff came out about him supporting Donald Trump.
You don't get a starting job for that. Y'all should just cut him.
I was getting ready to say, do you feel the same way about him now because he's a Trump supporter?
Hey, man, if you had won that goddamn game, I wouldn't give a damn.
There you go, man. All right. Let me go. I'm going to drink today. Your Taylor Heineken. All right, Mel, where can they find you, follow you, and when they can subscribe to you?
If you know me, you know where to find me, and hopefully we'll be on here next week for another show.
Hey, I'm back if y'all back. Ray, where can they find you, follow you, where can they subscribe to you?
Know where to find me. Find me every week on Sports Talk with Cool Rob. Or follow me on Instagram, Shafro34.
It's the coolest name I ever heard on a social media platform. And you can find me and the fellas like they just said on Cool Rob TV, all caps. And you can also find me on Twitter, y'all. Like I say, I love Twitter, but it's no fun without followers. Follow me on Twitter at Robert M 98821483. And last but not least, last words, fellas, let's take it home. Ray, got any last words?
Welcome to the new year, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue to do what we were working on this whole time, man. Let's continue to keep supporting each other. Let's look out for one another. We all we got at the end of the day, man.
There you go, brother. Mail, got any last words?
Hey, man. Once again, always keep yourself safe. Make sure you your loved ones you check on them and make sure they're good. And that's it for at this point, man. Hey, survive the struggle if you are struggling.
I think I got some last words, y'all. Here we go. Call somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time. Just check on them. You know, have a conversation with them. Text somebody. Just see how they doing. You never know, you know what I'm saying, who just needs some support, a laugh, a conversation. You know, so that's how I'm gonna end it off, y'all, right there with that. All right, fellas, with MVP, like I just said, thank you so much, man, for the flyest guy that I know, and for my man, Mel Pink, and I'm Cool Rob. I always end off every show with Cool Rob in the building, over and out. I'm just gonna finish the show off with this. Over and out, y'all. Thank you so much. You got some wine? What you got down there? Fly Guy Ray?
Water.
I got water too. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I love you. The fellas love you. We'll see y'all next time. Championship football in the NFL. Bye-bye.